This your full assessment of where Shannon Sharpe is right now in this lawsuit, Stephen A.
He's probably real happy that things are dying down a little bit.
Yeah,
so he's
way,
probably
right?
somewhere taking a deep ass breath, trying to figure out how to attack this thing next. He doesn't have a lot of options.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not like he can just go hop back on ESPN. You know, luckily his fan base is probably very loyal. The ones who are watching his nighttime shows are probably still watching the nighttime shows. Yep. But what he's going to run into is a problem going forward with people sponsoring the shows, and you know his money's going to take a hit some way or another. It probably just hasn't happened yet. You know, there's a thing called lagging indicators.
Ooh,
right?
Talk about it.
In the economy, certain things happen at a certain time, but you don't see the effects of it until later. So it's a lag on the cause and effect. His effect is going to lag, and that's probably not going to show for another couple of quarters or the new fiscal year when people's budgets come out and they're like, we can't put our money there.
I'll give you one example that's real. Somebody hit me up and was saying they were looking for something, and it was for Shannon. It was like $150,000 brand ambassador thing, and it was for Shannon. And then they were like, it's not going to go for Shannon now. Wiley, you know anybody? And I was like,
me.
No, I'm already in. So it was like, now I was like, I mean, I had a thug tear, dog. I was like,
yeah,
that's just me. You know how many people that, one, they ain't even hitting up, or two, they are hitting up. I'm like, you know how much banco he done lost? Jay-Z said he lost $20 million through that month or two or whatever that he went through it.
Oh, Jay-Z said he lost.
Yeah, he said he lost $20 million.
So I know you worked in politics for a while, so obviously you know what PACs are.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you know when you get into Congress or whatever, then you have PACs.
I know Tupac.
When you get in Congress with those PACs, there's always going to be a PAC for whatever agenda you're pushing. So if you're for guns, there'll be people that put money in your PAC for that. If you're against guns, there'll be people that put money in your PAC for that. I say that to say with Shannon, as long as he's doing numbers on his platform, he's going to lose sponsors from some people. But there's always going to be somebody else who's willing to put that money up or sponsor him for that. So I think he'll be perfectly fine, because at the end of the day, it's business. And if you're doing numbers, you're going to make money.
We'll find out. I mean, what you're saying is logical, but when it comes down to sponsorships and companies putting their name on a brand,
Yeah, it'll be certain companies that
Well, I think so, but you also got to look at who's been in business with him before, like, because he might have been like a Rose Sparks or whatever those companies are like that. Like, that came right after the IG Live thing, right? It was the IG Live leak, and before you know it, they were sponsored by an ED drug company. So they're going to be things to do it. I think it's probably in his best interest to be done with this quickly, though. Like, and it's one of those things where everyone has to make a decision on, do you want to fight to clear your name in public, or do you want to wrap this up so you can go about doing your business? It was very similar with the Deshaun Watson thing. I would probably bet if he could do it all over again, he probably would have broke it off early and just been like, hey, man, just give him the cash so we can go. Because what it did, it left a stain on him that he can never remove. Whereas other people have moved beyond scandals by just being like, hey, man, let's wrap whatever this is, let's get this done and let's get out of it, and then let's go get on the circuit and, look, make amends for whatever I missteps or whatever. And so he has to make that decision. But I understand, because it was multiple, and it was right before the reported big podcast deal was coming.
Yeah,
100
mil.
And then that big number that you talk about with the settlement or whatever, it's a big number. But then you have to do the calculation. How much is it going to cost me with attorney's fees and all this and all that to get this done? And sometimes it's cheaper to move beyond it and just say, you made the settlement, no one talks about it, everyone signs their NDAs, and then you move forward.
Yeah,
but see, Bucky, also there's a difference between Rose Sparks giving him a deal after a sex tape.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying this.
Where there is no impropriety. You know what I mean? It just happened to be leaked. But she wasn't saying she got raped. You know what I mean? This girl saying she got raped. That's a whole different That's a whole different ball game.
Oh yeah.
Can I just jump in and say something real quick?
Opportunity cost.
Richie always say he don't watch YouTube and podcasts, but he know about that roast box.
No,
I don't even know.
I just want to put that.
No, he.
It's like
I just heard that from Bucky.
Street version of Blue.
It's like
Viagra.
that Viagra.
Oh, it's a Viagra.
It's their performance
Is that what Shannon
enhancer.
promotes? That's the
Yeah.
thing he was doing.
That's what they're doing. Like right after the IG, right after that leak,
IG, Will Sparks.
boom.
He
It
promoted
came.
on-
So it almost was like, was that real or was that
that's
It
manufactured?
looked like a setup.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
was
was it real or manufactured? Like, hey, let me.
No, that was
Put
a
this
setup.
up.
That
Right.
one, I think that was. Remember when Snoop said he was stopping the smoking?
Yeah.
And then it was like
Came out with those
He came out
smokeless
with smoke-
ashtrays,
yeah.
smokeless fire pits.
Yeah, the fire pits.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that was the new endorsement.
So that seems.
So
like,
Shannon did that for sure.
It seemed. That's what
No, for sure. And look, I could be wrong. Sue me.
But that's what it.
that shit. There's no way you can get to IG Live.
The network probably knew about it too. Like, he
Yeah,
probably
that
told
was
them-
his creative way. Look, he is. Look, Shannon Sharpe is the king of like independent
He's
media.
completely reinvented himself. Like,
Yeah,
all that
him
stuff.
or Pat McAfee, different ways to get to the top. But they at the top. And it doesn't come like easy. It doesn't come conventional. It comes like, oh, okay, how do I get these people? Like, remember he did the thing for the girls that Ocho's girlfriend or wife
Real.
has a new podcast. Remember he beefed with Ocho, fake beef with Ocho
to get them ratings.
to get the people saying, oh, I beef with him. Because Ocho said, how you going to do this and put my girl out on something that I told you and asked you about it? And it turns out it was all just a ploy to get us all into it. Like, good for you, even though I don't love that, but you got me. My mouth was open. You know, I love that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Y'all got to know this.
Oh, you having one of those days?
He been going crazy.
Hey, you going?
Outdoing himself.
I mean, I hope it ain't a coincidence with the Diddy trial, but it's all coming out. It's all coming out.
They go to the
Keeps
party.
getting up to go get some more baby oil.
Reminiscent of parties.
Dog, first of all, I hate baby oil.
According
That
to
shit
the
make
legs,
your
I
ass
can't
look like
tell.
some greasy chicken. Baby oil is the worst. Unless you used to go to Venice Beach, I used to put the pencil on my chest. What's up, homie? You don't remember them days we used to try to flex the pecs? All right, I digress. Look, I know y'all did it.
It got real quiet.
I
in
know,
there.
I was like, I
And then
don't.
you did white chicks dance.
You was by yourself on that island.
I was like, I don't.
Hey, I've been here a long time.
I was like, yeah, I
Rub
don't
down
know.
the baby oil.
I'm talking about in college.
Gone to Venice Beach.
I'm talking about in college.
Yeah, I was like, I
Oh,
don't.
don't let me tell you. One day, this ain't the time.
That boy a freak.
Ask me about my Venice Beach story. I got the best Venice Beach
You
story.
guys will
I'm
tell us
scared to
now.
ask.
We here.
I mean, no, it'll feel. I want to stay on this real quick. But look, you know me, I got some open cases too. So like the opportunity cost is real. I'm not famous enough where my shit gonna go like, it ain't gonna crush my little empire that Shannon like, oh my God. You're like, I'm Justin Tucker. Like, ain't nobody gonna come kill me off of this. And we're like, and also I'm gonna own up to whatever it is and I'm gonna speak on it and I'm not gonna hide. And I think that Shannon is in a position right now where you're right. He has lost a lot. But he ain't lost it all. And he better. That's why I talk about it. People are like, well, you're praying for his downfall. You're hoping you're stepping on the black man down. I'm like, shut the fuck up. He ain't dead. And if he act like you, no wonder you ain't in his position. Because people get scared when you down in the game. Like, dog, ball. The only way we gonna win is if you make this next play. We ain't playing 4 quarters. We ain't playing the game. We playing the next play. And Shannon's next play has to be, this got to go. Right. I'm glad he said that. No one chooses football. Football chooses you.
It's so crazy people still stuck in Pat Mahomes in the offense. I'm like, do you see these numbers? This is Marcellus Wiley on the rocks.